On a hot August day in 2015, a woman named Mama T entered her chili into the competition at the Chili Pepper Festival in Honolulu. Now, Mama T, whose real name is Trisha Gonsalves, is a reggae singer, activist, and vegan, which means that her chili was vegan, unbeknownst to everyone else at the festival. Now, she did let everyone in on the secret as they were tallying results of the competition, and everyone bust out laughing when she won first place. Inspired by Mama T, we thought it'd be good to have our own version of an award-winning vegetarian chili, and Christie's here to show us how it's done.
You do not need meat to have award-winning chili that's hearty, filling, and savory. To start, we're gonna make our own chili powder. And we're actually using two kinds of dried chilies here. I have anchos, which are dried ripe poblanos, and they're going to give us some sweetness, some raisiny flavor, but not really much heat. And I also have guajillos, which are dried mirasol chilies. And these are a little more tangy, a little more bright, and these do have a little heat. I have an ounce of ancho chilies. That's probably 2 to 3 whole chilies. And then half an ounce of guajillo, which is probably more like 3 to 4 chilies. What I'm gonna do is stem them. You might wanna work over a little bowl. So we'll seed them. Once I've taken the seeds out, I'm gonna tear them into about 1-inch pieces. And I'll do the same for the ancho. All right, now once you've prepped them, we're gonna put them right into our Dutch oven. I'm gonna turn my burner to medium heat, and we're just gonna toast these. Now we're not looking to get a lot of color. They will deepen in color. They're pretty dark to begin with, so I find that using the smell, using my nose, is a better indicator of where they are in the process.
Right.
Can you smell that?
It smells great.
It smells so good. All right, I'll turn off my heat. Now I'm gonna put these in a bowl. We're gonna put them into a puree, so I'm gonna hydrate them. I have some hot water here, and I'll just pour the water over the top just to cover them. Now I'm just gonna let them sit for about 5 minutes to rehydrate, plump up a little bit, so they'll be easy to puree. My chili's been sitting for a few minutes, so they'll be great in the blender, but now we wanna get rid of this excess liquid, so I'm just gonna strain this. Whew, I can still smell these. All right, now I'm gonna transfer these directly to a blender. Now I have a few more elements that comprise the more liquidy element of the chili. I have a 28-ounce can of whole peeled tomatoes and their juice. All right, then I have a cup of water. This is 3 tablespoons of soy sauce.
Interesting.
It's going to give us this really nice savory depth, and of course some seasoning. Now here's the third chili. Some of us in the test kitchen took to calling this 4 chili chili because we're using 4 chilies. This is chipotle in adobo. So this is just canned chipotle in adobo. You can use 1 to 3 chilies depending on how spicy you like it. And then we do need a little salt. This is 1.5 teaspoons of salt. This is gonna make a pretty big batch of chili. So we need some flavor. Now I'm just gonna blend this for 1 to 2 minutes until it gets nice and smooth. All right, it's been about 1.5 minutes. But see how nice and smooth that is? That's what we want. Just gonna clean this up, and then we're gonna start cooking. Julia, I have a 1/4 cup of extra virgin olive oil heating up in our big Dutch oven. We're gonna build the flavor base of this chili now. I have 1 onion that I've chopped. That oil's nice and hot. It's been heating over medium-high till it's just shimmering, so it's ready for us. And I also have 1 chopped poblano.
That's the 4th chili.
The 4th chili, right. So this is the fresh chili that we're using. I'm also adding 3/4 teaspoon of salt. So this is our flavor base. We'll let this cook until the vegetables soften and the onion just starts to brown, 3 to 5 minutes. Hey, Julia, look, I have got just a bit of browning starting with the onions. Now it's time to add our aromatics. So I have 3 tablespoons of tomato paste, another umami balm, and 6 garlic cloves that I've minced, 2 tablespoons of ground cumin, and a tablespoon of dried oregano. Now we're gonna let this cook for a little longer than we normally do. Normally aromatics, we think 30 seconds just till we can smell them, but we wanna cook this tomato paste. So we'll let this cook for 1 to 2 minutes until we really see that tomato paste starting to brown a bit.
Okay.
Julie, you can see that tomato paste is sizzling. We've got some fond started in the pot. Now I'm gonna add 2.5 cups of water. So we'll just deglaze a little bit, get all that good stuff off the bottom. We're gonna put our chili paste back in. Now, we can't have a chili without beans, right? So I have 3 15-ounce cans of beans that I've rinsed and drained. We've got some black beans, red kidney beans, and pinto beans. And it's nice to have a variety. They have different flavors. They do have different textures. If you don't want to use 3, you can use 2. It's just nice to have a little assortment. All right, get this in there.
That's really starting to come together and look like chili.
It is, but here's our surprise ingredient. This is 3/4 of a cup of pearl barley.
Interesting.
It's a nice chewy grain. It gives it the texture that we associate with chili. And it'll fill in the gaps between the beans and the chili puree. All right, now one more surprise ingredient. 1/2 ounce of dried porcini mushrooms. Now, this is not going to make the chili taste like mushrooms, but it is going to add a really big pop of umami. I've rinsed these. Now I'm just going to chop them fine. All right, all of our elements are in. Now that's looking like a chili, right?
Sure is.
I'm going to bring this up to a boil, and then I'll reduce the heat to medium-low and let it simmer until that barley has softened and become more tender, about 35 to 45 minutes, and I'll go in and make sure I stir it so nothing settles to the bottom.
We'll get you right back to the video. Check out Cook's Country's newest book, The Complete Cook's Country TV Show Cookbook.
Over 16 seasons and more than 600 recipes are condensed into this cookbook, jam-packed with every recipe we feature on the show, plus stories, tips, and reviews.
Go on the road with Cook's Country and tour the U.S. through food. Get inspired by dishes from restaurants, regions, and chefs all over America.
All in this one convenient cookbook.
To order your copy of the Complete Cook's Country TV Show Cookbook, scan the QR code or visit cookscountry.com to continue your Cook's Country journey.
That looks like chili.
It may look like chili, but we need to make sure that that pearl barley is tender. Because actually, pearl barley, different brands react a little differently. The pearling is how they polish the outside of the barley. So some polish more, some less, and that'll affect how long you have to cook it.
Barley's good?
I'm really excited for you to try this. We're gonna let this rest off the heat now for about 10 minutes, just to let everything kind of meld together, and then we'll be ready to taste.
All right.
This is looking so good, nice and thick. So last thing, I have 1/2 cup of chopped cilantro. We've got so many earthy flavors, a lot of savoriness here. We need a little fresh kick.
Love it.
Okay. Look at that.
The color of this is just gorgeous, Christie.
It's so earthy.
And vibrant.
All right, now, this is delicious all by itself, but we gotta add some toppings. So maybe it's a little lime,
All right.
a little cheese, a little sour cream maybe.
Thank you.
And then I love some nice finely chopped red onion.
All right. That is so meaty.
All that umami.
Yeah. For full episodes of your favorite cooking shows, head over to ATK's Full Episodes channel on YouTube. You can stream complete seasons of America's Test Kitchen, Cook's Country, and more. See you there.